Hello everybody, I'm Sharlene. I am a PhD student at UQ, and I'm doing my study on the question, how do local families and children feel about the changing reef and about changing environment. And this is mainly based on place attachment and emotional studies. And I just started in January, so this is like just the beginning of this project. Some background information. Ecological loss and climate change leads to like a variety of climate emotions, like ecological grief, for example. And emotions and place attachments go hand in hand, but the understanding of people's meaning about place is very crucial to really understand these environmental related emotions. And studies show that children are highly impacted by climate change impacts, and they really do know about it. Some studies already have shown that even children that are just like 8 years old are really worried about their future. But there are also like gaps in research about like how families and children really talk about climate change at home, and if place is really a factor there. Families and children, what do they have on emotions towards environmental change, and if families and children have a voice in political decision making. So my study is mainly based on 3 categories, the emotions and place attachments. Here I focus on questions like how does place influence the way people discuss environmental change, and does place attachment influence people's emotions. I will focus on the group of families and children and have questions like how do children feel about the impacts of climate change and how do they really cope with that, and what roles do families and schools play in their knowledge. And in the end, I want to put those together and go into the sphere of public deliberation and answer questions like, do families deliberate and talk about climate change at home? And how does deliberation help families to be resilient? So my study will be based on 2 case studies, the Great Barrier Reef and the Wadden Sea in Germany. This is where I am from. And I will combine environmental, social and political science, which is like the key challenge here. I will have different research sites, and my data collection will mainly be based on interviews and surveys with local children and with families and teachers, and I already have some collaborations with some schools. I also plan to do some observational research and recordings from like kitchen table conversations, and I plan to have walking and talkings like actually at those places. So the aim and importance of this study is to fill the gap in research about how place, attachment and emotions of families and children especially are really considered in political decision making, and how this contributes to resilience building. And I think the combination of different research fields and especially like different research sites that are really different but may be similar in regard to emotions and place attachment for people will help to better understand like the different facets and the richness of climate change impacts. So my next steps will be the fieldwork in the next year. And if you have any interest or questions, just talk to me or email me. And of course, I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and thank them for sharing this beautiful country with us. And I want to say thank you to my supervisors, Claudia Benham, which is not here, unfortunately, and Ans Verkammen, and of course for the University of Queensland. Right, thank you so much.